It's a very important holy place. Why it is so important? Because it is entwined with Ramayana. So our process or our practice of Krishna consciousness is based on smaranam or remembering Krishna. Yam yam bhapi smaran bhavam. Whatever you remember at the time of putting this body to death, you will attain. That's what Krishna says. And whoever will remember me alone, certainly that person will attain my nature. Anti Kali Tamam Smar Kali Ram. Yes, Bhagavad Gita chapter 8, verses 5 and 6. So this is our process. So Prabhupada and Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they elaborate on this smaranam, that one of the names of smaranam is dhyan. Just like chapter 6 Bhagavad Gita is called dhyan, yoga. Dhyan means meditation. So coming to holy places help us to increase our meditations on the Supreme Lord. We say safari, spiritual safari. There are two things. There's safari where you just go because you're on holiday. But the devotees, when they go on a safari, visiting different holy places, the purpose is to increase their remembrance of the Lord. So that's what we are doing here. It's not just a safari for, holiday making. The safari is meant to help us to remember Krishna, which is our goal of life. That's the secret. Smarana. Remember that. So these holy places, since they are in connection with the Lord, they are like the Maha Prasad. Because they were manifested by the will of the Lord for His pastimes, and then after unfolding those pastimes, the Lord left these places for us to take advantage so that we can always be connected with Him through the different holy dams. So this place is very, very important because this is where Ram initiated the crossing to Sri Lanka to found Sita. Ravan's stealing of Sita is like, it represents the demonic mentality of different demons in Vrindavan, like Bakasur, Agashur. They represent material desires. Putana. So this is what is called occasional pastimes. Nirmitika Leelas. And then there is Nitya Leela, where the Lord is enjoying Leelas with His devotees. So in a similar way, Ram killing Ravana, crossing to Lanka is part of his pastimes. But since Lord Ram appeared as Maryada Purushottam, the Lord who teaches by His examples, he had to go through all these difficulties just to teach us how to attain perfection even in the most difficult situations. So this is where Lord Ram and his entourage did, Yagya Puja. This is where Lord Ram tried to petition the ocean to give way to Lanka, but the ocean did not oblige, and You got angry, you know the story. Yeah, so these places are full of Ram Shakti. Yes. And from these shows, this is where Hanuman was empowered by Ram with extraordinary power to cross Lanka and found Sita. Just like in the Bhagavad Gita, it says, in the end, whenever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and Arjuna, the great archer, certainly there will be victory, there will be morality, there will be opulence and extraordinary power. So that also happened here. Whenever there is Ram, whenever there is Hanuman, there will be victory. So this is a center of victory. If we have any Ravan-like problem, here it will be shattered by the potency of Sri Ram Bhagavan. So these holy places embodies the potencies, different potencies of the Supreme Lord. Yes, if you have a problem, Ravana-like problem, or someone has stolen your Sita, or someone has stolen your land, if you come here and pray to Ram, with Ram's name, that problem can be solved. So that we can see that even the monkeys, who were ordinary creatures of the forest, when they came here, they became empowered by Ram. When they were throwing the stones started floating by the power of Ram. When they walked on the ocean, they became gigantic. When they entered Lanka, they were like supernatural beings. So this is the place where Ram empowered them. In that way, when we remember these leelas, we will come to these holy places and then we will be connected. Just like when you are on internet, you're not connected, you cannot hear the person on the other side. But once the connection is there, and then you can hear the person in USA or UK, wherever you come from. So this is a place where we can also connect with the Supreme Lord, Sri Ram Bhagavan, and be empowered by His potency. So it is said that, I was looking at internet, that the Rameshvaram story, and here the story of Rameshwaram is that it says that Rameshwaram is deeply intertwined with the Ramayana, which is of course one of the Vedic epics about Lord Ram's journey to rescue his wife Sita from the demon Ravana. Atonement for sin. After defeating Ravana, who was a Brahmin, Lord Ram felt the need to atone for the sin of killing a Brahmin. Worship of Lord Shiva. To purify himself, Ram decided to worship Lord Shiva and instructed Hanuman to bring a lingam from the Himalayas. Sita lingam. Hanuman took too long to return with the lingam. So Sita created a lingam out of sand, which Ram then consecrated. The Ram lingam. This lingam, known as Ram lingam, became the main deity of Rameshvaram temple, also known as the Ramanath Swami temple. So the significance of the temple, the Rameshvaram temple is one of the 12 Jyotirlinga sacred shrines of Lord Shiva, and is considered a place of great spiritual significance. And there is also Agni Tirtham in this area. The legend of Agni Tirtham is also related to Ram's return journey and his atonement for the sin of killing Ravana. Adam's bridge. According to Ramayana, Ram built a bridge from the vicinity of Rameshvaram across the sea to Lanka to rescue Sita. Ramapadam is a temple for Ram's feet. It is located in the sandy hillock named Garga Madhav Parvatam. So those are a few places around this area, and hopefully we will see some of these places, we'll visit some of these places and take darshan. I was told to be brief. Now I will stop here. Maybe Mala would like to say something better more about Ramayana.
Mama Jnana-Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Tatsvaramilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Manchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayavata Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. And yesterday when we were in Madurai, we heard from the devotee there. He was telling us about Rameshvaram, how there are some 32 wells there in the temple compound. And he said the water in each of the well comes from different holy places around Bharatvarsha. So many devotees often come, they'll take the bath at each well. And they have one man, he has the bucket and he takes a bucket of water out of the well and pours it over everyone. You can get 32 baths in the course of your visit to this temple of Rameshvaram. So that's why we were told yesterday it's good to bring a change of clothes with you, because certain places they won't let you in with wet clothes. Yeah. It was 22. Oh, not 32, 22. Anyway, it's a good number to buy. And they told me actually the water in the well is very shallow. It's not very much, but somehow there's always that little bit of water there. And there's always enough for them to take the water out and pour it over everyone. By the mystic potency of the Lord, somehow the wells never run dry. So this is one feature, common feature. I remember Ananda Jola, you went there before to Rameshvaram, right? And he came with a real cold, you know, he caught a cold from taking so many baths. So you have to be ready. You want to be in good health. You want to have a change of dress also. If you plan to take the bath there at each of the wells. So I was speaking about how there's always the conflict between the worship of Lord Shiva and the worship of Lord Rama. And like Ramanuja Sampradaya, they're meant to worship Lakshmi Narayan. And they're meant to worship also Sitaram. But often they worship many others, they worship. Lord Nrsimha is very popular in the Sri Sampradaya. In a short while it will be Nrsimha Chaturasi, and the Sri Vaishnavas always celebrate the worship of Lord Nrsimha in a grand style. Of course you know Lord Nrsimha is Vishnu avatar. We establish Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and that Vishnu is his expansion. And we base that on evidence from the scriptures, Iti Chamsa Kalapamsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. That Lord Krishna is the Bhagavan Swayam. He's the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Vishnu is Purusha avatar. And there are three Vishnus, of course. Karanagashaya Vishnu, Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, and Kshirodakashaya Vishnu. So they're all Lord Vishnu and performing different functions in the process of universal creation. So Lord Ramachandra playing the part of an ordinary person, because Lord Ravana had the benediction that he could not be killed by any demigod, or he could not be killed by any supreme being. So Lord Rama, the Lord, took the part of an ordinary person. Ravana was so proud, he thought an ordinary person can never defeat me. So that's one reason why Lord Ramachandra comes as an ordinary, like an ordinary person. And in his role, he experiences all of the different difficulties which are there in the course of life. He accepts a wife, and then of course he had the difficulty of being separated from his wife, and he wants to regain his wife. So in this way he came to Rameshvaram, and he's ready to go over to Lanka to get back Mother Sita. Hanuman had already located Mother Sita, but she wanted her husband to come and reclaim her. So Lord Rama came with his army, and this is the Rameshvaram, this is the place where he marched across to Lanka. So we're going to bathe in the sea. We'll bathe in the sea. You know, if you don't bathe in the temple at the wells, you can always bathe in the sea. You get the benefit of all the waters in the ocean. So we'll be going there. Lord Chaitanya went to the sea and bathed in the sea there. So we'll be going there today and take a bath in the sea. So worship of Lord Rama is very popular. Prabhupada himself didn't worry about it too much, but in London, the Gujarati community there, they requested Srila Prabhupada. When the Bhaktivedanta Manor was donated, they requested that we should have Lord Ramachandra there. And similarly in the Mumbai Juhu temple, in Juhu, when they were planning the temple there, Prabhupada agreed that we can put Lord Rama there, because it's very popular among the Indian community. They like very much this idea, this Maryada avatar, that he is very strict in following the etiquette. He does whatever his father says. One day the father says, I want you to become king. He said, yes, father. Next day the father said, I want you to go to the forest and live in the forest for 12 years. He said, yes, father, whatever is your desire. So this is Lord Ramachandra's mood. He is very strict in following the etiquette. And of course he vowed only one wife, Eka Patni Vrat. Now we hear In the Holland past, there were kings with many wives. We know Lord Krishna had 16,108 wives. And similarly, Maharaj Jathara, he also had many wives. He had 365 wives, as well as 3 principal wives. And there were many kings, and they often had many wives. But Lord Ramachandra, he is so strict. He wants to show the example, only one wife. And when there was criticism of her, then he also said, send her to Valmiki's ashram, let her go and stay there. So he was so strict in following everything, doing everything in the proper manner. So people like very much this high regard for morality, moral principles. It was very nice. Of course, the worship of Lord Ram was also appreciated by Lord Shiva. When Mother Durga was going to chant Vishnu Sahasranam, Lord Shiva told her, Rame Rame Namo Rame Sahasranama Vistoyam Sri Ramanama Varanini. Yes, very famous sloka that Lord Shiva is telling Durga, you don't need to chant the 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu, just chant the holy name of Lord Ram. So 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu is equal to the chanting of one name of Lord Ramachandra. So the holy name of Lord Ram is so powerful. And this was explained by Lord Shiva to his good wife. And when they were building the bridge, it said that they wrote the name of Lord Ram on all of the bricks. And that's how they got the potency to float on the sea. Because they were all, the holy name of Lord Ram was covering there. So Hanuman, he helped so much in the service of Lord Ramachandra. He was so devoted to Lord Ramachandra. But the interesting thing is that Hanuman himself did not go back to Godhead. When Lord Ramachandra was departing, when he was leaving this world, the Sarayu, in the Sarayu river near to Ayodhya, he entered in the Sarayu river with all of his followers. But he told Hanuman, you stay here, you don't go, you should stay here. And wherever there is Ramkatha, you go there. So Hanuman is residing there, Kimpurusha Loka. He has his residence near to Mount Meru, and Hanuman resides here with other Vamanas. And whenever there's Ramkatha, Hanuman will come. And he's eager to hear the Katha, glorifying Lord Ramachandra. So that's one of the interesting features that may feel harsh, but actually wherever there is the glorification of Lord Rama, then that is none different from the spiritual world. Lord Ramachandra has his place, Ayodhya, in the Vaikuntha planets. It's there. There's one place there for the devotees of Lord Ramachandra. And when Gopkumar had gone there, he heard about all these different places. So we're also devoted to Lord Rama. There was argument one time between two devotees that when we chant Hare Rama, is this Lord Ramachandra or is this Balarama? So the two devotees argued, and finally it came to Srila Prabhupada. And he said, Srila Prabhupada, when we chant the name of Lord Rama and the Mahamantra, isn't this Lord Balaram? And Prabhupada said, yes, you're right. And then the other devotee said, Prabhupada, when we chant the holy name of the Lord Ram, isn't this Lord Ramachandra? And Prabhupada said, yes, you're also right. So the devotees were a bit surprised. They thought we're both right. And Prabhupada said, yes, the holy name of Lord Ram is there. Lord Ramachandra can be also Lord Balarama. And later on, Jiva Goswami explained that Lord Rama also means when we chant Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, that this also is referring to Lord Krishna. Because Lord Krishna is the one who gives pleasure to everyone. Ram means the reservoir of all pleasure. So Lord Krishna is also the reservoir of all pleasure. So it depends on the mood of the devotee. If you want to worship Lord Ram, you can do it by chanting the Mahamantra. You want to worship Lord Krishna, you can do it. Chant the same mantra. No difference. So Lord Ramachandra, we understand Lord Ramachandra to be one of the expansions of the Supreme Lord. That he's coming from the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna expands himself as Balarama. Balarama expands as Sankarshan. From Sankarshan you have the Chakravyuha. And then from Chakravyuha you get the different avatars which come in this world. One of which is Lord Ramachandra. So we also worship Lord Ramachandra, we offer our respects to Lord Ramachandra. His pastimes are very glorious and very inspiring for all the devotees. So we've come here today to remember the glories of Lord Ramachandra and also to remember that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also visited here. Hare Krishna.